Hello and welcome back to another episode of Generation Films. My name is American Ben. Today, we have another entry in our Strongest Aliens series. There's just no end to the amount of different alien species that are probably out there in the universe, perhaps in our galaxy. Have any of them found Earth yet? Well, I don't know. But what I do know is that in 2018, the US government randomly announced plans to create a space force. Hopefully the intention is to prepare for war with Xenos. We need to start testing glassing weapons before galaxy-wide space treaties prevent them from being used. We can try them out on Pluto. The International Astronomical Union says Pluto is only a dwarf planet anyway. So blow it up for the sake of technological innovation, but yes, evacuate the dwarves first. We need them for coming human battles against the Xeno threat. But as usual, I digress. Predators. They're a sick bunch of brutal hunters that have long preyed on humanity. They're so vicious that in order to deal with them, we've had to call in some of humanity's greatest heroes, from Dutch Schaefer to Chris Hansen. So today we are going to take a look at the advantages and flaws of predators, also known as the Yautja. Oh, and please remember, if you do enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We start with the advantages. Despite being savage hunters, predators have plenty of weapons and technology at their disposal. From their biomasks, which allow them advanced capabilities in any environment, to their wrist gauntlets, to their array of plasma weaponry, the predator has a leg up on his human foe. On the defensive side of the ball, the Yautja wear different kinds of plate armor that afford them superior protection in combat. The armor is made of durable metal that can stop bullets and even hold off corrosive xenomorph blood to buy predators enough time to remove the armor and avoid the burn. Often alien space navy fleets have cloaking abilities for their ships, but it's not as common that individual alien scum can blend into their environments using stealth technology. But one special piece of Yautja tech is their cloak, which serves as an active camouflage device. The cloak warps the light around the predator's body, thereby rendering surfaces and objects behind it visible through the predator. It's not a perfect technology, as it doesn't make the predator completely invisible and doesn't eliminate the ability of enemies to track them through other senses, but it still makes them a much more difficult threat to contend with on the battlefield. This aspect of a Yautja's nature is a bit of a double-edged sword, but as far as being an advantage goes, well, war is no chore for the predator. The predator thrives on challenge and lives for the hunt. It's not easy to contend with an alien foe who would rather be fighting an enemy to the death than doing anything else. It also means that the Yautja spend their time and energy training for battle when not in combat. The result is that predators are supremely prepared when the time comes to fight and are even eager to get things started. The Yautja may be savage hunters, but they're also honorable warriors and have a strict honor code that they must abide by, even when confronting the most vicious of enemies. The code dictates how Yautja must conduct themselves in battle. Breaking this code is one of the most egregious offenses a predator can commit, and can lead to excommunication from Yautja society, thus deeming the offender fair game for other predators to hunt. The Yautja are also very physically powerful and durable. Especially given their armor, it takes a lot to inflict significant damage on a predator, and even when hit with gunshots, they can recover fairly quickly. They can also hold up in harsh conditions, including radioactive environments that humans can't withstand. They also aren't very susceptible to bacteria or viruses, making them highly adept at adapting to foreign environments. As far as offensive power goes, one blow from a predator can not only kill a human, but can blast through concrete. As we've seen, they can easily tear a human being to pieces. Furthermore, predators can climb to great heights and fall from great heights and land on their feet while sustaining no damage. They can also jump high and move somewhat swiftly, despite a bulky appearance and heavy armor. The Yautja have a highly organized society that takes the form of a class ranking system, largely based on hunting experience and skill. At the top of the chain are the ancients, who oversee that predator society exists within a set of laws and codes. Then come the elders, who are older Yautja and take the role of clan leaders. Then there's the elite, who are the most skilled hunters. Then comes the blooded, who are novice but accomplished hunters. Then there's the young bloods, who are young adult hunters who will become men and true hunters once they kill their first xenomorph. And lowest down are the unblooded, who are young predators that haven't completed basic training. Such societal structure keeps predator society organized and sets out a clear and simple chain of command. No one is entirely sure what the lifespan of a predator is, but they are known to survive for hundreds and even thousands of years. Naturally, Predator elders have lived the longest and can thus make sure that Predator society stays organized and consistent throughout the centuries. Long lifespans also mean that many of their warriors are highly experienced, having trained and fought for ages. Many alien species have long lifespans, but perhaps none enjoy hunting prey as much as the Yautja. And given that predators live for so long, one can easily see why they're so deadly. They've spent long periods of time honing their skills. Okay, now on to the fun part, the flaws, what humanity can exploit in order to wipe out these Xenos. Now, we've already talked about this as an advantage, but it's also a flaw for a few different reasons. For starters, hunting for fun means that predators enjoy what they do and are happy to refine their skills, but it also means that they aren't as desperate to conquer for the sake of reproduction and territorial expansion. This makes them less likely to accomplish domination over the universe. Playing for sport can't produce the same motivations that hunting for survival can. Additionally, the fact that predators will often hunt for fun means that they will occasionally not kill as efficiently or intelligently as they could. Predators will sometimes delay the kill and toy with their prey for the sake of enjoyment and extending the fun of the hunt. Not only giving their prey a chance to escape or fight back, but also slowing the predator down from killing others. Predators will also expend much time and energy traveling vast distances to find the most challenging opponents and constantly seek to put themselves up against the most fearsome opponents. Sure, this could make them stronger over time, but only if they survive. Along with hunting for fun, the honor code is another advantage that doubles as a flaw. The Yautja have plenty of advanced weaponry, and yet they still opt to use a variety of primitive weapons in battle, such as spears and knives. They do this because it makes for a more challenging hunt, and because using such weapons is seen as more honorable. This is where the honor code is also a flaw, because it prevents the predators from killing and conquering however they need to in order to win. The honor code dictates rules for engaging enemies, and thus, unlike other alien species, predators cannot be as indiscriminate and ruthless in battle as necessary to emerge victorious. Predators are limited by their own rules. Additionally, akin to a samurai, defeat in battle is the ultimate act of dishonor and could lead to a predator's ritual suicide. Meaning great warriors can die by their own hand, even when survival and recovery is still possible. As honorable as the Yautja might fancy themselves, they also suffer from toxic masculinity. Young predators are aggressive and arrogant and extremely hard to control. Despite the code of honor and rigid social hierarchy, young members of the unblooded often rebel and see themselves as better than others. The Yautja as a whole are actually alien supremacists who see themselves as the elite species in the universe. This arrogance can often lead to underestimating enemies on the battlefield and a lack of proper planning. As the previous flaw might imply, this arrogance contributes to an overall lack of group cohesion and coordination. Predators, each one overly confident in his own abilities, often undertake hunts alone, handicapping themselves. With proper planning and the occasional use of pack hunting, predators could reach their potential of being one of the most revered alien species in the universe. But their lack of teamwork prevents them from seeing that out. I can respect that not every alien species needs to hunt in packs, and that the same traits that make predators prefer rogue hunting can also lead predators to be fearless and skilled. But no doubt the Yautja have found themselves on the losing end of one too many battles they could have won, because they took on a challenge that was just a bit too lofty for their individual capabilities. Predators are also quite humanoid, and this takes away from some of the physical characteristics that make other alien species thrive on the battlefield. Sure, they have a lot of physical prowess, but I'm not sure how much compared to other alien species that behave a bit more like animals. Namely in walking and running on all fours. Predators are far from the fastest aliens, far from the most well-balanced and coordinated, and overall far from the most physically agile. They're not really that far from just being super strong, super ugly superhumans. It's well known that the Yautja have infrared vision, and this is great for many different sets of conditions, especially when in the jungle and/or in the dark. But seeing only in infrared can also be very limiting, as they can't distinguish between objects and beings of similar temperature. All an enemy needs to do to hide is take cover near a heat source. Lastly, Predator ships are really none too impressive. Yes, they have a few impressive ships which are capable of space combat, faster than light travel, and deployment of smaller ships in their fleet. But overall, when compared to other space navies, they are really lacking in terms of variety and capability. Predator motherships are probably the Yautja's best ship, and are notable for their plasma weaponry and cloaking tech, but it cannot compare to the flagships of most other space navies. The lack of naval capability makes Predators much more dangerous on the ground than in space. Okay, my fellow humans, it's time to rank the predators on a scale of 1 to 5. Please click in the top corner in order to do so. And leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about the predators as an alien race. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. For now, my name is American Ben, and I'll catch you next time. Generation Films, peace.